Hi everybody, this is Marr here, and this is story time! Yay! Well, I just tell a big story, and that's about it really, so hope you enjoy. Before I do, this is something I've been meaning to do months ago, but I keep forgetting about it because he kept telling me, hey, do my channel shout out and stuff. And it's like, okay, I'll get to your shout out eventually. So, okay, pretty much, here's the shout out. Go to Drex Flea for Flea. He makes videos of wrestling and stuff. And I totally am not doing this because he kept begging me to do the shout out, even to the point where he almost popped my back, which actually helped a whole lot. So check him out. Do that. So yay! He's actually a friend in real life, so go check him out. He's a swell dude. Now, some of you guys might remember the Downwash episode when I did my room tour. And in that video, I showed a few fishing rods and tackle box that I had because I like fishing. I don't do it a whole lot compared to all my other friends, but whenever I get a chance to, it's a nice relaxation to get away from a computer, try to enjoy the outdoors before the toxins came in and just evaporate all of nature, and it's just really fun. I caught a lot of good fish, a lot of brim, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, regardless if I catch one or two fish or no fish at all, it's a nice time to get out and outdoors and also to annoy the crap out of three of my good friends. I did fish years ago, back when I was young with my dad, but we didn't do it a whole lot. But it wasn't until when I started working at Walmart and I met my good friend Jared. He works over in like Frozen Dairy, and he's a really friendly person. I enjoy annoying him, his brother, and another person that we go camping with and fishing and stuff is James. Not this James, no, different one entirely, who's really awesome. And yeah, we all sometimes go and fish together and even go camping. Now, camping is something that I will admit I never really done before. I may have done it once, way back as a kid, but I can't remember exactly. But I do enjoy camping. However, my very first camping trip, I'll never forget. Mostly because of something embarrassing that happened near the end of our days camping. Now, back 2014, Jared asked me if I wanted to go camping with him, James, and Eric, because they've been going camping to different campsites, and I thought, you know, why not? So, my first time camping with them, we went to Fall Creek Falls for about 4 to 5 days. It was fun, granted. We had to constantly drive around the campsite, having to go to different lakes to fish in, but other than that, it was still a fun time. A lot of good memories, and I still remember the very first fish that I got to catch was a warmouth. It was hiding. We were like fishing by the boat winter house. We were fishing next to the dock pier, and there was a warmouth that was kind of hiding under this rock. I saw it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to get this. And after about 10 minutes of waiting, the warmouth eventually came in. I got it, and I was so proud of it. I still remember that catch to this day. It was so rewarding to get it, even if it was the only fish that I caught. I only had caught one fish out of the entire days, but I didn't care because I was happy to be catching a fish. So, but that's not the story we're getting to. And actually, the story I'm going to talk about happens on the last day as we were there. We were on the last day, and we all woke up pretty early, and we were wondering what we were going to have for breakfast. We decided to look over our cooler, and we had like 4 or 5 eggs, 2 sausage links, and then some canned baked beans. And we decided, you know what, let's just mash them all together and just eat it. And it was pretty good. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning what we had for breakfast that day comes into, I think, is the reason why this happened. The rest of the days went normally. We went out fishing and stuff and relaxed and enjoyed the sun. But we decided that instead of cooking for supper, we decided to go to the restaurant there. There was like a restaurant next to a few hotels that we decided to go in and eat. So we decided to go over there. It was about 6 p.m. or 7, I can't remember. And all of a sudden, my stomach starts cramping. It was like, okay, my stomach's just hurting really bad. And at this point, I didn't really use the bathroom much at all. So when we got inside, I was like, hey fellas, I'm going to use the men's room real quick. And they said, alright. They went to get a table. and I went into the restroom, and I blew it up. There's no easy words. See, this is the reason why I said it'll be disgusting. I blew it up because, I don't know why. I think it was the combination of what we ate for that breakfast. And it's just like, it really hurts my stomach, but I was so relieved. And unfortunately, I was in there for about 20-25 minutes. Even Jared had to come and it's like, dude, are you alive? And I was like, yes, I'm alive. Just bear with me a moment. And I think he got a whiff of the smell because I heard, oop, so he left. So after about 25 minutes of me in pain using the bathroom, I flushed the toilet, washed my hands, went in, and we ate supper, and it was all fine. But then we walked it out. We were headed to the entrance, and where I used the bathroom at, the bathrooms was closed with yellow caution tape around them, and 2 people wearing hazmat suits going in and out. I'm not making this up. This is true. It's too stupid to make up. And I was like, oh gosh. And Jared, Eric, and James are looking at me. It's like, what did you do to that poor toilet? And I swear, it's so embarrassing, but it's too stupid to make up at this point. We left, and I felt bad closing down the restrooms, having 2 guys wearing hazmat suits. Good gosh, that was horrifying. And to top off injury, about a week later when we went back to town and such, Jared went to check on the website, and he looked at me, it's like, dude, you closed them out. Wait, what? You remember that restaurant we went to eat at Fall Creek Falls? Yeah. You closed them down. Oh, oh gosh, I'm horrible. Never do that again. No combination breakfast ever again. Luckily, they were not closed down because of that. Shortly when we left, they were about to renovate the restroom, but I have to say, I don't know if it was because of my incident that made them think, you know what, we've been wanting to renovate this place for a while, so just do it. Bathrooms first and just clean the pipes. It's just silly. I know to some people it's disgusting. Some people say that's kind of a pointless story to tell, but I mean, it's one that sticks out, and unfortunately it's a gag that they keep bringing up. Like every time we go to a restaurant or go camping, they have to bring that up. It's like, okay guys, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Whatever you do, don't blow it up! It's just an embarrassing story. It's like, I mean, there's been many great funny camping moments, but that one there stands out the most. Mostly because of my first time camping, because you always gotta remember your very first camping trip, or like your very first time you went somewhere, you gotta remember that. Of course, we're not really planning on going back to Fall Creek Falls for camping, because we found some other camping spots that were closer to the water, that we don't have to constantly go in a vehicle and driving about to a lake. But I get the feeling if I have to go back to Fall Creek Falls and have to eat in that restaurant, they'll be like, You're not welcome in this place. Get out and stay out. We had to revenerate because of you. You toilet exploding maniac. So that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this little story time of my embarrassing time at camping and almost closing down a restaurant. And in the comment section below, if you got any embarrassing camping stories, let me know, because, you know, it's fun to look back and laugh at some of the mistakes we did, even if they may be a bit gruesome at times and makes you now wish that they would stop annoying you about closing down a restaurant every time now you use the bathroom or something. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Storytime vlog video. Bye bye! Oh, and before I forget, definitely check out Drake's Flea for Flea. Yeah, I got the number right. Drake's Flea for Flea. So, yeah, I did a shout out, so sorry it took so long.